Welcome to Cinderella Has Cellulite, a show about love, romance, and how to make it all last. Relationship expert Donna Weitzman draws on her years of experience in and out of the dating game to unwrap the mysteries behind the all-too-familiar fairy tale. Tune in to find out the secrets behind first dates, second marriages, and everything in between. From his friends and her friends to X's and O's. This is Cinderella Has Cellulite. And now, your host, Donna Weitzman.
Hi, Zach.
Hi, Donna.
How are you?
I'm doing all right, Donna. How are you?
I'm good. I've been out all over the country since I saw you.
Yeah.
I think I've been to Fargo, North Dakota. I think.
You think or you actually went?
Well, I went, but I don't know if I've seen you since I got back or not. But
Fargo, North Dakota.
Yes, and it is not the fashion capital of the world. I'm sorry, those of you from Fargo. I enjoyed it. It was really beautiful, but it seemed very, very, very casual.
I don't want to say I've got an expectation, a stereotype of what I think Fargo is, but there's a movie.
Oh, yeah.
And I saw that movie. Yeah, a lot of Minnesotans out there.
Love it.
How did you end up in Fargo, North Dakota?
Oh, I had a little book signing up there, and then I had a couple of glasses of wine. And you do have good wine in Fargo, North Dakota.
Nothing but charming folks up there, I think.
They're very friendly, very friendly.
Well, that's
really,
good.
really nice.
I'm glad.
And a lot has happened in the world since you and I saw each other a week and a half ago.
News travels fast, Donna.
Yeah. First of all, there is our fashion queen in the White House. And let me tell you, she does look good. Our First Lady looks good in whatever she puts on.
Sure.
She has the body, and she has the face, and she has the hair. But the jacket, I could have done without the jacket.
You saw the jacket.
I saw the jacket.
All right.
Okay. First of all,
yes.
It was from Zara. Zara is fine, and I love Zara. It is a foreign country. I mean, a foreign company. It is not here. Did you know that the guy that owns Zara is one of the richest men in the world?
I didn't know that.
That's
for
true.
any of the Johns who might be listening, like myself, who don't know the pantheon of fashion, where does Zara land exactly?
Where it's kind of
real classy? Are they
no
shopping mall? Where are
it's
we?
mid-level. Yeah,
okay.
It mainly is high fashion knockoffs. Is what Zara is.
Gotcha.
That's how I would term it. I don't know if that's how they term themselves. They probably say high fashion for affordable price or something.
Gotcha.
But it was the lettering on the back, and I have an issue with lettering. I don't wear many things that give a message because I'm afraid it's going to be misrepresented in some way.
Well, an on-the-nose message.
Yeah. Well,
very
just
obvious.
Really
Here's a statement on a shirt kind of message.
Yeah. I've never even been a big Louis Vuitton person or anything. Now, Chanel, I might bend the rules a little bit, but but anyway, what did you think about it? Do you
a lot of people have opinions. Okay, I think that's fair. I have difficulty believing the idea that, and this isn't a political show, so I don't want to get too in the weeds here.
Right.
I have difficulty believing that it was any kind of slip up. That it was just like, oh, she didn't notice.
No, you don't put on a jacket like that.
She's a former model.
I don't really care.
Like,
do you?
What do you mean? Like, she absolutely somebody along the way saw it and thought this is fine. And that's what I think.
Well, do you think she was
telling?
You think she was telling the president she doesn't really care? She was telling the immigrant children, or she was telling the press? What do you think?
I think, in what, like you said, counterintuitive to what you might think when you're wearing a jacket that just says a statement. It actually is more confusing.
Yes.
Than just having, than just saying a statement. Like, it's a little, you lack context.
Yeah.
And I think this lacks context, so a lot of people are confused.
Yeah.
That's as apolitical as I think I can be about this, so yeah.
Well, there's lots and lots of talk about it. But, I think there's been some fashion faux pas going on at the White House. I'm sorry, but Kim Kardashian should not wear black. I'm sorry.
You were talking about that last time.
I know, and I still see her on Twitter, and she should not wear black.
I mean, in your bonnet.
It's just not her color. But anyway, we're going to answer all these questions today, Zach.
Are we?
Yeah, because we have a famous blogger, fashion blogger. And of course, she looks beautiful. She's sitting right here for all you viewers and listeners. And if you are listening or viewing us on Facebook Live right now, we would love for you to text in, Facebook us. What else can they do?
Oh, gosh.
We want to hear from you about fashion.
You can email us at
Bonnie
Cinderella
Kurtz is out there, and Bonnie is a good friend of mine, and she is a fashion icon.
Friend of the show, Bonnie Kurtz.
Yes, in Northeast Tarrant County. Bonnie, if you're out there, I want to hear from you on some fashion things. She was a fashion advisor for Steinmart for many, many years.
Really?
And, yeah, and any of you other fashionistas and people who have any kind of view on fashion, because what we're going to talk about today, and this is Natalie Westbrook, Natalie is a fashion blogger and also real estate girl. And you call yourself that in Dallas. And so we're going to let Natalie talk about herself for a second, and then I'm going to ask some fashion questions as it relates to finding your one, your lover, your husband, your, whatever, your mate, and what we should wear on dates. Okay, Natalie, tell us about yourself.
Yeah, I can get into that. Well, real quick, go ahead, Natalie. I'm sorry.
Well, thank you guys so much for having me here. And yeah, no, you call yourself an accidental blogger or an accidental author. And I think that kind of the same thing goes along with me. I started out as the Dallas real estate girl on Instagram, and I did that because I didn't have a lot of money for advertising. So I figured out the best method that I could, get my name out there and pick up clients. And then everybody always wanted to know what I was wearing. Where did you get your shoes?
Because you're so fashionable. Go ahead.
I mean, I enjoy it. I like it. So, so it was something I just kind of fell into. And now I feel like more people follow me for that reason. And less for, what homes are on the market.
Well,
so
absolutely.
It's kind of counterproductive.
More people buy a blouse than they do a house.
This is true.
Right, Zach?
This is true.
That's fair. Yeah, sure.
But every now and then, a blind squirrel finds an acorn. So.
Well, Natalie, you're known as being very fashionable in the Dallas community. And, of course, you look good in whatever you put on. It doesn't hurt to look like Natalie. Let's start with that, okay? But let's talk about a little bit. I'm going on my first date. And let's pardon me, let's put some parameters around it. Let's say, because we talk a lot about older dating here, older being over 40. And so let's say I'm 45, okay? I wish I was. Zach, you'll be there one of these days.
All right. Yeah, sure.
A long way away.
I'm following your lead.
I'm never going to be there ever.
Okay, let's say I'm 45 and I'm in Dallas and it's my first date with someone that I met online.
Yeah.
Online. So what should I, and let's say we're just going to dinner. Are there some definitely do's and don'ts?
Oh, absolutely. I think that, showing too much skin, and everyone has their own personality. And I definitely wouldn't try to sway someone to be someone that they're not.
Right.
I think that you need to be authentic to yourself. And if you're more comfortable with showing, your boobs or your butt, whatever, that's your thing. But you have to go into the date knowing that, if you do, show a lot of skin, that's kind of the way that people are going to look at you. You're going to be looked at,
like you're cheap?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, Zach.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
True.
I think for me, women have come so far. We've come such a long way. And I just, for me personally, I would, try to persuade someone to be, a little bit more conservative. But if that's their personality, some people really like that. Some guys really like that. The girls are really like that. And they're like, hey, this is me. I don't care what you think. I like, wearing low cut shirts and really tight, skirts
jeans and short skirts.
Showing everything. And I don't really care what you think. So, I think that you have to be really comfortable with, who you are and also know that, if you do dress, very scantily, that you might be perceived,
as cheap.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to find another word for that right now.
There's got to be another word besides cheap. Something a little bit more
It just keeps
something,
coming to my mind.
But yes, that's like the base.
So not so much skin, girls, unless your skin is like a 10 of a 10, and then maybe. But we don't have to go like grandmothers either, right?
Well, you can show one or the other. You can either I show my legs are longer, and so I would show I would wear a shorter skirt. These are kind of short shorts that I'm wearing today. But then you can't show both the top and the bottom. So you have to pick one or the other, whether you're going to do low cut shirt or a high skirt.
And being fair, Zach, I did not tell Natalie that she was going to be on Facebook Live today, and that she thought she was just going to be on the radio portion.
I definitely forgot to mention that as well, so I apologize.
It's okay. It's okay.
In the future.
But to point out to point out what Natalie just said, she has on they're shorts, right? But it's a jumpsuit.
It's a jumpsuit.
She has on a really cute bright blue, which everybody can wear. This is the only color I read one time that every complexion, every color, skin, hair, eyes can wear this color. It's a universal color. That was smart to wear that for TV today. And then it's a jumpsuit, but notice she has sleeves. So, no low cut thing here because she's showing some leg. Right. And so that's her point. You do one or the other. Show leg, don't show arms and boobs. Show arms and boobs, don't show so much leg. Okay, keep going. Is there anything else? And what do you think men like? What do men like women to wear?
I think men,
what do men like women to
I'll be
wear?
really honest with you. I think what men like and what women think that men are going to like are two different things. I think a guy could see a beautiful girl in very little makeup, jeans, and a white t-shirt and be just as attracted to her as if she were in, whatever, Versace or whatever that she would think would be fabulous,
Okay.
So I don't know, you might disagree with that. I mean, I think...
No, I think there's... I'm a big believer in finding beauty in all places.
Yeah.
Like, sure. Yeah. Why not? Yeah. I like to think that the clothes don't make the woman. The woman makes the clothes, right? That's the deal.
And women dress for other women.
I was going to ask about that.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's always been the mantra.
1,000%.
You think so?
Oh my gosh, 100%. Because the guy doesn't know. I mean, and usually the guys are making fun of whatever super trendy, style that you're rocking for the day. They don't care. I mean, you could be wearing a paper bag. And
an evidence of that is fashion shows. Very few men go to a fashion show, right?
Oh, yeah.
Or a luncheon. But the women always dress to the nines, which I love, and I think it's great. And Dallas has some great dressers. I mean, we're noted throughout the world, not only the United States, but throughout the world as being women of fashion. And I think that's true.
It is.
But, you go to a fashion show or a luncheon, the women just look terrific.
Yeah.
And we're not dressing for the men.
No. It's all for show, and it's all for, and for ourselves. I mean, I love, and I know that you do too, I love fashion. I love, getting into the hottest things that I can get into. And, but at the end of the day, it really does not come down to impressing, unfortunately, men. I mean, it's just like
Sorry, Zach.
Sorry. but going back to your question for the dates, I mean, I think that just sometimes less is more for first dates. I think you don't want to be like in a pleather jumper and
what
I think
is
it
pleather?
Could be,
Zach, do you know what pleather is?
Sure, plastic leather.
Yeah.
It's better.
There we go.
It doesn't fade or crack with age. Yeah.
Okay.
It's my one good joke.
There you go.
Yeah, done.
So, Natalie, what you're saying is the price of the outfit does not make the date go well.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
No.
Okay. All
absolutely not. And I think that you just need to wear something that you feel comfortable in. I mean, dates are, they're intimidating anyways. It's like a job interview. You're getting to know someone. They're getting to know you. You're putting your best foot forward, and sometimes it's not even your best foot because you're nervous. And
what about shoes? High heels versus flats? I mean, if you're wearing, I guess it depends on the outfit, right?
I don't do flats, but I mean, some people.
You will when you get my age. We'll do flats.
Really?
You don't do flats.
And I learned something about this. Now, those of you who are watching us out there, our viewers and listeners, you probably already know this, but the orthopedic surgeon, the foot doctor.
Sure.
I can't think of
No, that's not
it's not that.
No?
But anyway, he told me as you get older, your foot flattens out. Because you lose the fat pads in your foot. Who knew this? I didn't know this.
Well, there has to be a surgery for that with everything else that we have.
Right? Can we get to the bottom of that? Somebody can handle that?
I'm not going to give up my heel.
So by the time Natalie's foot's flattening out and she's losing the fat pads on the bottom, we got to have a surgery for this thing. So, Natalie, tell us what the trends are now and what you think is too trendy and is not going to stay and that sort of thing.
Right now things are almost nostalgic. You're kind of going back to 60s, 70s. You've got a lot of the appliques and the embroidery work, lots of ruffles, lots of color, it's very feminine. You don't really have, I think last season you saw a lot of things from the 90s. So you had super tight things, a little bit more kind of gothic looking, a little
glossy.
And that is, this season you're seeing a lot more feminine, ruffles and colors and things of that, flowers, floral prints, that sort of thing. So yeah, I mean, and for guys, you know, I think that things are trending more towards, you know, European wear. So you were talking about Zara earlier, which is one of my absolute staple stores. So anytime anyone sees me like with, you know, I mean, every single time I wear something of theirs, people are like, where did you get this? Where did you get that? It's just
Zara, you need to be paying this lady right
my
now,
gosh.
wherever you are.
Well, they have really very affordable prices and everything's very chic and clean
fashion
and forward. Yeah.
Well, so you're going out on a date with a 45-year-old man. Let's put ourselves in that circumstance. It's your first date. You met him online. What do you like to see a man wearing? Let's say you're going to a nice restaurant, not formal, but
I mean, I don't. So, I think there are different age groups for different, you know, trends, and I think as you get older, I think, you know, that the guys, you know, kind of change. I'm more attracted to the 35 to 40-year-olds, which are going to be dress a little bit differently.
Okay.
So let's 45, say 40. I don't know. What do 45-year-olds wear?
You look at me like I know. I have no idea.
Zach is a millennial. Let's not forget that.
I'm still working on my own fashion, which I have questions about, by the way. We're going to get to that. So everybody sit tight.
No, but
do you like a jacket? Do you not?
No, not on a date. I think... well, sometimes it just depends. I like a T-shirt and a jacket. I like like a.
That's very, very fashionable.
Yeah, I like a.
But no button-up shirt, jacket, the whole thing. What about a pocket square?
No,
You kind of like there was like a sneer when you said pocket square. Like, whoa, yeah.
I don't know. I mean, like, so my celebrity crush was JFK Jr. So obviously, I like that very Ralph Lauren, very classic. But then I also can appreciate a cool T-shirt with a jacket and, you know, jeans and some cool driving shoes.
You know, I just saw Seth Rogen, who's one of my favorites, on Twitter the other day, and he was dressed so cool. I thought,
Seth Rogen,
yeah, he just
giant
was
beard,
dressed cool. Yeah,
goofy laugh,
the glasses on.
Oh,
See,
sure.
I love men with glasses.
Oh yeah, that's cute.
Love glasses. So, Zach, you've got some questions to ask.
do actually. I was stepping up my summer wardrobe recently and did a little shopping, and I've got
I can help you.
All right, so here's what it is, because this is guys' fashion, so it's a little different, but I assume you've got some experience. I heard the other day, all right, and I don't know where you land on this, that there is a shade of yellow for everybody. That there's a shade of yellow out there that if every single person has a color of yellow that if they wear it, it'll work. I don't think that's true.
Okay.
Because I've never found one. I don't think yellow has ever worked on me. Like I don't know if it will ever work on me. What are your thoughts?
I mean, I think if you go through enough shades, you're gonna find something that will work. I mean, like, you know.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, sure.
You know, I mean, some people hate yellow. Like for to be honest with you, purple is not my best color.
It's my best.
Really? It's like on me, I feel like it really washes me out, but I'm sure there's some shade variant of purple that I would be like, oh yes, whatever.
Right.
I don't think I agree with that.
Yeah. I was like, really? Like yellow though? Yeah. Yellow's a tough one. Yellow's a tough color to pull off.
But I love yellow. Yellow's one of my favorite colors
it's a great
to wear.
color. Oh, it's a great color.
Have you ever done the color wheel?
Oh,
Zach?
that was a thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
This
the
is
seasons
important.
Of your
the
wardrobe.
seasons are important.
Yes.
Okay. Let me explain. Okay. I have a background in film, a background in art. So I'm familiar with the color wheel, the color spectrum.
Good.
I don't think it's the same one you're talking about.
Okay.
I'm talking about just like complementary colors and primaries. What do you mean exactly?
Well, I kind of
Fashion
go by the
color?
seasons. When I was probably about 30, I had a lady do my color seasons. And
this is a thing?
Yeah.
This is a thing.
Okay,
Yes.
sure.
And, you know, now that's been a long time ago, but it's always held true for me. And I'm a summer, and so I do better in faded brights. Faded brights.
Okay.
Okay, and I actually do look better in faded brights. It has to do with your skin tone.
Because your skin tone, you have rose undertones.
Yes, and if you're a winter, you know, then you look better in solid brights, reds, deep reds, purples.
How do you
greens.
know? Didn't they put like a
They
scarf
drape
or something?
fabric over
Yes.
it, yeah.
I think my mom did that too.
Wow.
Yeah,
This is a real. This is like
it
a
was
ritual.
a real thing.
Yeah.
It was like a book, wasn't
Yeah.
it? They had like a book.
There's
it was like
many
a whole thing.
books on it. You can go online now. I just did that in anticipation of our discussion.
Maybe that's a good idea to do.
Yeah,
You
I
should
just
do
went
Honestly,
online.
yeah, that sounds kind of rad. Yeah, sure.
And you know what else I've noticed is, I mean, not noticed, but I've learned to start doing is over the weekend I had a wedding to go to, and I wanted to wear some red jewelry, okay? but I thought, how's that going to look? I wanted to wear a hot pink dress. And so I went online and I put in Google, can you wear red jewelry with hot pink dress? Sure. Oh my gosh, I got all kinds of advice, and they sent pictures. And so now I just Google it.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Well, you can wear just about anything. So
I really can't. I cannot wear black. I do not look good in black. Now, that's what they say is black looks good on everybody. I don't believe that. Summers, true summers. And if you're a summer out there, you've ever been called a summer, let me know if you can wear black, because I cannot. And I had another lady the other day being a summer, and she said, I don't look good in black. I look good in navy. But not black.
Yeah. I
not
could
black.
see
Black's too harsh for me.
I could see you in yellows.
Some yellow.
I could see
Yeah.
you in white. Like if you were
Yeah.
talking about the red jewelry,
Yeah.
all white with
Yeah.
a pop of red.
Yeah. Cream looks good on me.
Purple. Do you do grays?
I do, but it's not my best.
Okay.
Yeah, it kind of fades me out.
Okay.
So, but
I'm
back
learning
to,
so much over here.
You
Oh my
are.
gosh,
I
I know.
yeah.
No, this was seriously like
There's
this was
colors
a
and
thing.
yeah,
It's
I
like
did
they have
not know
this
that.
drape system. and-
Wow.
yeah, but just always go
It's a
for
whole how to
blue,
do
and
it.
you'll be,
Yes,
blue
blue.
is
I don't
such
want
a
to.
safe.
I hate to default on blue, and I'll tell you why. Because I work with two other guys, and we seem to match all the time. Like
You
it
guys
happens.
wear blues.
Matt
well,
can confirm.
Matt, those of you who are watching us can't see Matt. Matt, can you wave? Are you wearing
I think
blue?
he's got a camera in there.
Yeah, they can see me. In
Okay.
Here.
Yeah.
Are you wearing blue, Matt?
No, this is like I guess sort of a grayish striped shirt.
Oh,
So
okay,
I would
okay.
not call it very fashionable.
Well,
I've had
yeah.
it for quite a while, but it
you
fits
sit
me
in the
well.
dark
so
most of the day. So.
right, exactly. Yeah,
The folks
I can dress however I want.
The folks upstairs have accused us of matching too much. So I'm trying to spread my wings a little bit. I don't.
I
Want
would
to
not
look
call
like
that a
everybody
false
else.
accusation.
Thank
It
you.
happens
Yeah.
quite often.
It does. Honestly, you'd be surprised how common we run across.
synced
I mean,
up.
we're three. Yeah, we're three business relative professionals working in the same space. We all kind of wear the same thing: shoes, slacks, button up. Pretty simple.
And you
So,
look great with a t-shirt
thanks.
underneath.
But I don't want to. I don't want to look like everybody else. Like
Yeah.
I like a little bit of
Well,
distinction.
you put on some yellow, and you'll stand
People
out.
upstairs are making fun of me.
Yeah.
So for fashion this year, I was looking at summer, and for guys, I find a lot of the common patterns are patterns, right? Repeating things like sharks on a white shirt, or navy, or something, or flamingos. Or,
I love flamingos.
and who doesn't? My question is: short sleeves are popular. Shorts, of course, are popular. Clashing patterns. Is that a thing? How do you watch out for it? And what I mean is, I was looking at some stuff, and I found this cool white shirt with like little navy sharks on it. And I was like, that's awesome. I'll wear that. And then I found these pants that have like
a pattern.
Yeah, green something. I was like, whoa, I gotta stop. You get one pattern, right? That's the deal. You do the one, and then everything else is pretty
Not
much solid
anymore,
colors.
right?
No.
Right. And I'm asking whether or not that's still a thing.
Yeah. Natalie?
I think you can do, again, I think you can do what you want to do. I'm not a fan of patterns. I like more crisp, clean, kind of European looks.
Sure.
I think you can tell a lot about a person by the patterns that they choose. I hate to even say that, but I think sometimes it can look really cheesy to have two different patterns.
Yeah.
Will totally form a snap judgment and be like, I am not interested in that actually happened yesterday at the pool. This person was wearing these horrible shorts, and my friend was wanting me to
Talk
meet
to
him, and I was like, I don't know,
No.
I don't like his something was like, I don't know. I mean, it would be like me wearing I don't know how to describe
Pajamas
it.
to dinner.
Pajamas to dinner.
That is
yes.
a trend I think is just
awful.
awful.
I don't like patterns on guys. I like very clean lines.
Yeah.
I like very
Do you like checks
simple.
and stripes?
No, I like
No.
simple,
Oh, man.
simple.
Bold
Oh,
colors.
she
I like
really
that.
does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Simple, clean. Like if you're gonna do a pattern, like some cool, like some seersucker pant, shorts are cute. If you're gonna do what I would do one or the other.
Yeah.
I'm not that bold, but some people really like that wackadoo,
And they can pull it off.
loud, and they can pull it off.
They can pull it off.
So whatever
Yeah.
floats your boat. I'm
Yeah.
not. That's off-putting to me.
Yeah.
Sure.
I would be like, okay, we're gonna have to change that.
Well, see, for years and years and years, decades, I only liked solid colors, and that's really all I wore. And then they started these cool Missoni and Etro, and their colors are so
Which is what you're wearing.
great. Yeah, this is Missoni, and their colors are so great that I was like, well, maybe I should lighten up a little bit. So I started
Yeah.
wearing it, and now I feel kind of comfortable. At first, it was just awful.
You look really good in you look good in patterns.
Oh,
though.
it was just awful though. But it
What
took
is
me
the
a
other one?
while.
Cousteau?
Well, Dries Van Noten, I like.
Yeah.
I like all those kind of things.
You start
Now,
speaking a foreign language
Yeah.
for a minute. I was like, what?
It's okay.
What
We'll
were
get
those
back
words?
to. We'll come back down. You can
fine.
pull us back down.
Yeah,
Pull the
yeah.
balloon down.
yeah. So anyway, So, Zach, what else? You got any other questions for
We don't have
Natalie?
much time, so I
know,
got another
we're
big
running
one.
out.
And I don't know a lot about this, but a couple years ago, I decided I want to try to step up my fashion game a little bit, and it's been going okay so far. I think.
I think you look great.
I think you look great, too.
This.
Yeah.
I have another friend, I should say. I don't want to say specifically who they are, who is a guy and struggles with fashion a little bit, and he was like, I want to get on board.
Okay, good.
I don't
for
know
you.
how. Yeah, I don't know what you're doing, but I look at what you're doing and I think that works. How do I get into it like you're getting into it? And my advice was very simple, and I did a little Googling, to be fair, to try to figure out what's popular and what's trendy.
Good.
But for a guy, and I'm curious if you think this is worthy advice or if this is a terrible idea, I said, find a store like at the mall that you like the kind of clothes that come out of there. You feel like those mannequins have a good look, right? Find a mannequin in there with an outfit you like, and just buy that.
That is such good advice.
And just wear that, and like then do that somewhere else, and then you can combine a little bit, and like. But that's really, for a guy, I'm like, you're not gonna. I don't know. Like, I don't know how you break into it. That's kind of how I did it. I was just like, I like how that looks. I'll go with that.
I've got a good story on that. I used to work for Procter & Gamble, and we would hire these young men right out of college. And, of course, they would say, what do I wear? And of course, none of us had any money to wear anything. So I would say, this is, several decades ago, I would say, go to the Sears store in the mall, look at the mannequin and buy everything on the mannequin. Because they'd always have a suit, or a jacket and the pants. And actually, they did that, and they would look great for work, and it worked all the time.
It works.
And that's what,
I can't say it's not
That's
effective.
what P&G used to say. Just go to Sears and buy the mannequin, buy everything on the mannequin.
Natalie, what do you think?
You know what? I think that's fine, because you're going to have to find the stylist that styled the mannequin, and then you can ask the stylist for, like, I like this look. What else could you help me find that would fall into this thing? Like, I want a casual. I need something a little bit more dressy.
Sure.
Can I find a pair of staple shoes that I could wear during the summer?
Yeah.
Like, stack bracelets for guys are really cute right now, or really hot right now.
I'm gonna write that down. Stack bracelets.
Yeah,
Stack.
like leather bracelet, like mini bracelets.
Yeah.
Like, so like just find a stylist in the store, show her the mannequin that you like the look of, and say, hey, can you help me with 3 options that are kind of a takeoff of this?
All right, I got another one.
We're going to have Natalie back.
I know.
can already
One
tell.
more, real quick. I hate to piggyback back on here, but I have you here, and I want to use it while I've got it.
Okay.
Real talk for a second. Square watches. Are they cool or are they lame?
I don't like square watches.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm
So
sorry.
does that mean
what does that
it's
mean?
just you
Do you have a
personally?
square?
No,
you have a
I have a
round
round
one.
watch.
I have an Apple Watch.
But
It's a square.
But that's different.
Yeah,
Apples Apple watches are cool.
A
That's
few years
different.
back, I was in a fossil store and saw they had like square watch faces. And I was like, that's kind of cool. That's different. Is it too different? Is it too much? I guess it's beauty's in the eye of the beholder kind of thing.
I'll tell you exactly what it is.
Yeah.
It's not traditional, and so I'm a traditionalist. I like things that are on trend, but that fall in line more with tradition. I mean, someone that's
More
super
conservative.
More conservative.
Yeah.
I think square watches are they're not timeless.
Right.
You look at a Rolex.
Yeah.
A Rolex is round. You
Right.
have a round bezel, and it's
No, you're
Well,
right.
well, Zach, the wheels go around, so
Sure.
it's kind of weird for the face to.
Bye,
I'm just
Donna
not
Arbois.
but you know
No,
what?
yeah.
But it's what you like. Who cares what I like? I mean, it's my opinion. We all have one of those. I mean, you guys are in the entertainment industry. I
have one more question,
like to think
and
so,
I
yeah.
know we're getting really short. I'm looking at the time, but this is a deeper question. And for those of you out there, like, my goodness, 30 minutes spent on fashion. Come on, how much does fashion serve the culture, and how much does culture serve fashion? I mean, how important is it to us as human beings?
It's a big question for the last few minutes of the show.
Question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, look back on the chapters of your life. Every single one of those chapters, you fell into a different era of fashion, and with every pair of bell bottoms that you wore in the 60s, you can remember the nostalgia. You can think about that period in your life and what was going on, and it reminds you of what do bell bottoms?
I can still say in the late 60s I had the coolest pair of hot pants. They were leather.
Yeah.
They were leather hot pants with a lace-up vest.
Oh,
in
my
leather.
goodness.
And
Ooh
it
la
was
la.
camel collared. I wish I still had it. I couldn't wear it because I was as big as a stick. But I love that. I still remember that as one of my all-time favorites.
But I bet you can remember exactly what was going on in the world during that time.
Yes,
that you
I
wear
was at a
those.
basketball game.
But also like
When
what
I
was
wore
going
it.
on with like
Sure,
the
there were
economy and like
hippies in Vietnam and President
Hippies in
Johnson.
Vietnam.
So what you're saying is it brings back fashion brings back memories. It also, I think, gives us something to look forward to.
yes.
I think it makes us feel good, you know? And if you think about, even those of you who say fashion's stupid and crazy, you know, when we go to other countries and when we go to cities, what do we like to do? We like to go to museums. A lot of us, and we like to see what were they wearing in the 17th century, and we love to look at the French and what they were wearing during the Louis times and Napoleon and and Empress Eugenie, all these things. And so I think fashion has been around for a long time.
I think when you wake up in the morning, there's a lot of things you cannot look forward to in your day.
Right.
Like having to hit the alarm, having to get out of bed,
and look at myself
get
in the mirror,
cold shower, and like accept the fact that we live in a world where things happen and we got to deal with them.
Yeah,
right.
It's gonna be testy today.
Out of all the decisions you have to make when you start your day, I think deciding what to wear, like there's no reason that can't be something that's fun.
That's fun. That's fun, and it doesn't have to cost a lot. You go to Zara, like you say. I'm not plugging Zara, but however, I've bought many things there, and everybody's got somewhere they can go and do fashion if it's resale, wherever it is.
Yeah,
it's great fun.
I think it was Mark Zuckerberg that it might have, I don't remember if it was him or someone else, but he only wore like white t-shirts and jeans because it was too it would mess up his mental rhythm to have to figure out what to wear in the morning. So it's like, this is what I'm wearing, this is what, and then get out the door.
That sounds like a Zuckerberg thing.
So,
yeah, sure.
Of course, now he's got, cooler t-shirts that I've been seeing.
Well, I'm sure he has, quite a few of them. But anyways, I thought that was really interesting because it kind of takes, it's like, oh, what am I going to wear today? Oh my gosh, okay. Well, I've got this lunch and you have to, so. Anyways.
When I worked, I always put out what I was going to wear the night before.
I've started doing that too.
Because it took me too much
to
time. It drove me crazy. I know we're running out of time. Natalie, how can they find you?
I am Dallas Real Estate Girl on Instagram.
Okay, Dallas Real Estate Girl on Instagram.
And Natalie Westbrook on Facebook.
Okay.
And on Twitter, I'm at Natty Westbrook.
Nattia.
Yes.
And Zach, how do they find us?
You can find us at Cinderella Has Cellulite on Facebook, on Google. I think if you Google it, we'll show up.
Oh, we'll show up.
We're on podcasts on iTunes, Spreaker, Stitcher, SoundCloud, podcast.com.
We're
Google
on
Play.
Amazon.
Yeah, we're on YouTube.
Everywhere.
We're on Facebook. You
we're
can't
everywhere.
get rid of us.
And
you
let
can't
us know
stop
if
it.
you want Natalie to come back on. We'll have her back again, answer more questions. Send us specific questions, and we will get them to Natalie. She'll answer them for you. And she is a local expert, fashion and real estate. They kind of go together.
They do.
So, Natalie, thanks for joining us.
Thank you
Zach,
for having me.
Next time I see you, you're going to be in some shade of yellow.
Oh, gosh.
Love you guys.
With a square watch.
Yeah, with a square watch.
Share us with your friends. Let them know we're out here. We love you. Hope to see you next time. Have a great week.